Hello, hello, hello. How you going? I feel really compelled to jump on here and just share some of my thoughts with you guys because we're in a really interesting time. And I feel like at the moment we can learn so much about ourselves in this very moment with everything that's going on, with toilet paper gate and, events being shut down. And hi, Samantha, how you going? It's really, really fascinating. And I think it's moments like this when, hello, we can really figure out what makes us tick, and we can figure out what kind of level of consciousness we are, hey Cindy, that we're actually living in at the moment. Because it's really friggin' fascinating. Like, take Australia for example. January, we started 2020 with devastating bushfires, so many lives lost, wildlife lost, and there was major everybody was living in fight or flight. Adrenaline was high, cortisol levels are high. And I remember at the time, one of my friends and colleagues and clients was heavily affected. And I just said to her, watch your health. Make sure that you're taking care of your body, because when we're living in this fight or flight mode all of the time and our cortisol levels are so high, it's actually very physically damaging to our physical body. And it's a natural response though. Of course it is scary, and we can't deny ourselves from feeling those feelings as well. But it's whether we choose to live there or not. So we had the fires, and then we had the floods. And what was amazing with the fires though was the global response. We had such an amazing global response and a banding together, and it gave us so much hope in humanity. It was amazing. So many, hundreds of millions of dollars raised, and we really banded together. Then we had the floods. Some people behaved like hooligans, and they were, riding jet skis through Macca's car parks or whatever. And you could see, if you weren't in a flood-prone area, you kind of forget about it. Adrenal problems are no fun. Me too. I live from experience as well. Yeah, it's no fun, and it's no joke. It really is a damaging place to find yourself in. And now we've got, coronavirus, COVID-19, and it's just amazing to observe what's going on. This is where we can actually figure ourselves out a little bit, and we can have a look at how are we responding to other people. Are we being triggered by people's behavior? Are we judging people for how they're behaving? I know that when toilet paper gate started 12 days ago, I was just amazed and bewildered, and I'm thinking, am I missing something here? But at that moment I decided to not judge or stop judging, because I knew that they were having this experience. They were needing to respond in this way because their safety was feeling threatened. So we need to realize that when our safety feels threatened, these are the kind of responses that we're going to have. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think we're very quick to make people wrong for behaving. But when we feel unsafe and when our certainty is rocked, then it's natural to feel like we need to, make sure we have all of our supplies and all of that. So some of us choose to stock up on things, and some of us choose to just have faith that when I need something is going to be available to me. And I think we need to stop making people wrong for how they are reacting as well. And that includes myself. I'm no saint. But what I do see is that there is a lot of people in playing the victim in this kind of situation and putting out on, social media, oh, I'm down to half a roll of toilet paper and I can't find anywhere, but they're not the ones actually getting up early to go and go to the shop and make sure that they can get some, because the trucks are still supplying it. They just, you can't go to the shops at 6 p.m. these days and expect to get toilet paper. So we have every moment, we have the choice to choose again. Every single moment. So, if we've been running scared, you have the choice now to choose to have faith. And you have the choice to choose whether you feed the fear or whether you feed the love. Because we are so capable of love. The bushfires showed us how willing we are to band together and to help our fellow humans and wildlife and Mother Nature. Whereas, toilet paper gate, it is each man for themselves. And it was, especially in the early days, people being opportunistic too. Can't make them wrong for that. People who were buying toilet paper and selling it, flipping it, they were being opportunistic. You're going to see it play out in the stock market, in the foreign exchange market. Stocks are going to dump, our indexes are going to dump, and those who are brave enough at peak fear, the brave ones are going to invest at that point, and they'll ride the cycle back up because they're keeping their emotions out of it. In USA, your toilet paper shelves are bare. Yes, me too. Yes. So, yes, we are living in survival mode at the moment, but we have the choice to choose love and faith instead. And the more that we choose again, and we choose not to feed the fear, because the media is letting us feed the fear, the cancelling of global events is helping us feed the fear, the less that we put our energy into that, because everything is energy. If you've had a conversation with me recently, you know that I believe this wholly and fully. Everything is energy. The more that we stop feeding the energy of the fear around this virus, and the more that we have faith and love, because here's the thing, right? It is not the virus that is the threat at the moment. Yes, it's worse than the normal flu, particularly for the older populations. It's not as devastating as some of the diseases we've had historically. It is our reaction to the virus that is causing the global economic crash that we are experiencing. That is what is feeding. It is our reaction to it. It isn't the virus itself. So it's just a chance to really observe ourselves, observe your fellow man. How are you showing up in a crisis? How can you bring more love to every interaction? How can you learn even more about yourself and about your family and about what really, really matters to you? Because I believe that this is a really amazing teaching moment. We can learn so much right now. Hey, Sean, long time no see, buddy. All right, that's my little rant. I hope you're all well. There is no right or wrong. There is no good or bad. I think we just need to continue to bring the love to every situation, and let's stop feeding the fear. Love you all.